these groups, and what do they look like?
Thank you. Great question. So twice a week I offer what I call the Soulful Gatherings. I did a winter series all last winter on caring for our soul based off of the book by Thomas More. It's a phenomenal read. And I believe that caring for our soul can mean our individual soul, our collective soul, Mother Earth. But yet when we take time for ourselves to go inward and share, we actually are caring for our families and our communities and our Mother Earth. So that's the backdrop of the Soulful Gatherings, and I wanted to share my practice. And so centering is similar to mindfulness. So for those that you might have trouble stilling, you know, go, oh, what is this? Is it like meditation?
Comfortable.
Yeah, but it's an exploration through our dimensions, and so we center in 4 dimensions: our length, which is associated with our dignity and how we hold our body. Right? Are you closed in? Are you holding in different ways? Or are you opening up and actually feeling your length? And we center in our width, which is our connection to the living world. So starting from a central point within, imagining and feeling the insides of our body actually opening up, just like our arms open up when we embrace someone. And knowing that we belong to this earth, we belong we're just a piece in this living web. And the 3rd dimension is our depth. So kind of, I imagine kind of a line going through me, and that's appreciating the space behind you. It's appreciating your family lineage. It's appreciating that all of our lineages interconnect, and that life goes back on this planet 350 million years, and all of that evolutionary wisdom is at our back, right where we're standing. And we take a moment to feel our insides, heart, lungs, blood moving. Like, how often do we pause and be like, oh, my blood's moving throughout my veins? It's magical, it's incredible.
Yeah.
And we do that so that we can ground right here in our depth and answer a few questions. And those questions are usually something like, what's important to you? Right? And so for me, having done these practices, it feels like meditation, and that there's a quieting and there's an access point to it. There's a felt energy around it. Things open, things relax, the breathing changes, etc. Yet the questions associated with centering are around, what is important to me? What's calling for my attention right now? And how do I live with that feeling, that sensation? So it might be, some for me have been coherence. That's been something I've worked on. Confidence.
Sure.
Confidence has a shape.
Yeah.
Right? Let's focus on what are those things that we want in our lives and that we want to embody, and bring all of that intelligence in, invite it, our body, our mind, our spirit, energy that's moving around us. Let's invite that in, and let's touch that. We spend so much time with busy, or I don't want, or it should be. Let's bring this other side of it in. So that's what centering is. And then I always allow space, a lot of space for people to share. They may share, they may not share, they usually share. And there's always something that's shared that is like connective tissue. And then if there's time, I might bring in just one nugget. It might be a Toltec story. Last week it was Joanna Macy's model. I want to bring a friend in to sing.
Nice.
Right? But it's just one thing, it's an hour segment. So it's basically come in, rest for a moment, center, share that, and which usually means we're connecting, and then there's something that we take with us.